going, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Madison Hill, and yes, it's time for another Pop Off with Madison. For today's Pop Off, I'm going to be talking about Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott because, you guys, there is some conflicting tea out there, and I need to sift through it with you all. So obviously, we all know that Kylie Jenner recently gave birth to her and Travis Scott's second child. The baby was born on February 2nd, 2022. I mean, hello, it's an absolutely perfect birthday. But now that we know Kylie has officially given birth, the focus has shifted from Kylie's second baby to now Kylie and Travis's relationship. So on one hand, we have this new report from People magazine where a source shared that Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott are actually not living together at the moment. And on the other hand, we have this recent report from Hollywood Life where a source shared that Kylie Jenner is talking about marriage with Travis Scott. So you see, it's just very confusing to me how one report is saying that Kylie and Travis have this non-traditional relationship that's working for them, while this other report is saying that Kylie Jenner actually really does want a traditional relationship with Travis Scott. So yeah, well, it sounds like Kylie and Travis might be on slightly different pages when it comes to how they see their relationship. I will say the one thing it sounds like they have agreed on is the name for their second child. However, we all know the internet has had its own theories on what they think Kylie's baby's name is. We're gonna get into that as well. You guys, clearly you can tell we have a lot of tea to discuss, so let's not waste any more time and get straight to unwrapping these Kylie and Travis facts. All right, so as I already mentioned, and as you all already know, Kylie Jenner has given birth to her and Travis Scott's second child. The birthday was February 2nd, 2022. I just can't get over how perfect that is. Not only is it a great sequence of numbers, but it's also one day after Stormi's birthday, which is just absolute perfection. And now that we know that Kylie Jenner has given birth to a baby boy, we have this new report from People magazine that's giving us a little more information as to how Kylie and her new baby are doing. So in this report from People magazine, a source shared that Kylie and the baby are home and doing well. And this insider also mentioned that, well, yes, Kylie does help, she is, quote, very hands-on. And then after that little update about Kylie and the baby, here's where the source went on to drop some major Kylie and Travis tea. This People magazine source said, quote, Kylie and Travis are happy together. He is working on new music, but is also around a lot. They still don't officially live together, but doing what works best for them. Okay, well, you're keeping that in mind and letting that information marinate. Now let me tell you about this recent report from Hollywood Life. In this report, a source started off very similar, sharing that Kylie and Travis are, quote, the strongest they've ever been, and that they've been discussing a future together. Well, that all sounds peachy keen. What I really should be saying is that Kylie is the one who really is discussing the future, because the source went on to mention that Kylie has reportedly been making it known to Travis what she wants in the future. And this source said, quote, Kylie has made it very clear to Travis that she wants the perfect family and she wants to marry him. This insider went on to say that Kylie already has a vision for what she wants on her wedding day. She wants an over-the-top wedding ceremony and a designer dress. And then this source continued saying that Kylie has, quote, wanted this her whole life and she feels that she really deserves it. She wants to have the dream wedding, and after 2 children together, this is the next logical step. Now, as far as Travis himself is concerned, this source said that Travis is, quote, aware of what Kylie needs and wants. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it sounds like that's mainly thanks to Kylie's sisters, who have, quote, expressed this to Travis over the past few months. So yeah, it sounds like Travis Scott is not only having Kylie chirp in his ear, but also her sisters too. And while you all already know I have some thoughts about that, I'm gonna hold off for now and fill you guys in on what we know in regards to Kylie's baby's name. So as I mentioned, this seems to be the one thing that Kylie and Travis definitely are agreeing on, because in a separate new report from People magazine, a source shared that Kylie and Travis have agreed to a name for their second child, but they are holding off on sharing it for now. This People magazine source said that they will share the name when, quote, Kylie is ready, but she just wants to, quote, make sure she loves it before sharing. Now, if you've been on the internet at all since Kylie Jenner has given birth, you know that fans already have a theory as to what Kylie's baby's name could be, and this theory all centers around Kris Jenner's comment on Kylie Jenner's Instagram post when she announced the birth of her child. So people are thinking that the name has something to do with the word angel, maybe the name's Angelo. People have just really been going crazy with their own individual theories on what Kylie's baby's name could be. Personally, I don't know if Kylie would let Kris drop a hint like that in the comments of her Instagram post. I really feel like Mama Kris knows better, especially when it comes to Kylie, and here I am already starting to pop off, so let's just go ahead and make this pop off official and get to that chambong. Also, you guys will notice I have a new pop-off song. It was time. Okay, so here's the thing, and here's how I feel about Kylie and Travis. I personally feel like the public has yet to forgive them or yet to even move forward past the tragedy that happened at Astroworld, as they should. People lost their lives, people were injured, people were hospitalized, children lost their lives. It was an absolute tragedy, and I think that Kylie and Travis have a long way to go before the public ever forgives them, because I don't think anyone is ever going to forget. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because personally, there's a part of me that feels that Kylie Jenner is being more low-key when it comes to the second pregnancy than she planned on, because she knows the public is not fully on board with her and Travis Scott right now. I really think that prior to Astroworld, I think Kylie Jenner was going to show us her baby shower, baby gifts. I'm sure she was going to do a little like labor vlog, which she might still do. I just feel like she probably had a lot more plans to share a lot more of the second pregnancy with people, but then Astroworld happened, and at least she recognized that people don't want to hear about her and her second child right now because there are bigger issues that need to be discussed. Okay, now that I shared that with you, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on Kylie and Travis's relationship. I just definitely wanted to share that with you guys because it's been weighing on my mind, and it's been a minute since we've talked about Kylie and Travis and Kylie's second pregnancy, so I definitely wanted to share that. But moving on, talking about Kylie and Travis and these kind of conflicting relationship reports. First of all, before I go any further, I want to make it crystal freaking clear. I do not care how people choose to live their lives. I know that relationships can look a million different ways, and as long as those two people are happy and raising their kids in a happy, healthy environment, it does not matter what their living situation looks like. I am absolutely fully aware of that, and I place no judgments at all on how people choose to live their lives. However, me personally, I am more of a traditional person, and me personally, if I'm going to be having a man's babies, we 1000% will be in a committed relationship and 1000% will be living under the same roof. But that's just how I personally feel when it comes to relationships. And in my opinion, I actually think that Kylie Jenner is more traditional. I think she probably shares my Midwest values a little more than she would like others to believe. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wholeheartedly believe that Hollywood Life report. I think Kylie does want to be married to Travis. I think she wants them to live together. I think she wants to have more children. And I think she wants to just have this very quiet, perfect family life. You guys know Kylie has said time and time again how at some point in her life, she sees herself being married, having kids, leaving the spotlight, going to live on a ranch, and just living her best life. So I really do believe that deep down, Kylie does appreciate a more traditional way of living and a more traditional way of being in a relationship. However, the thing that makes me hesitant to believe that Kylie Jenner is going to get this perfect family vision that she really wants is Travis Scott. Well, I personally believe that, well, yes, this man loves Kylie. I believe this man loves being there for Kylie. I believe this man loves that he has children with Kylie. I believe he loves her on a deep level. However, I do not believe that Travis Scott is ready to be married. I don't believe he's ready to be settled down in one place, and I don't believe he's ready to commit to one woman. At least not right now. Of course, there's no telling what could happen in the future or a few years from now. Of course, he could always change, but as of right now, I don't think Travis Scott is ready, and here's my theory as to why. One, I do believe that he is not living with Kylie, which is really telling to me. I feel like if you are not ready to move in with someone, there is zero chance that you are ready to marry someone. I mean, hello, if after 2 kids, this guy is not ready to move in together, he is not ready for the serious type of commitment that marriage requires. And just a little added tea for you guys, I don't think we as the public were supposed to find out that Kylie and Travis are in fact living separately. Of course, people have had their theories, but this People magazine source definitely confirmed that, and I don't think we were supposed to know that. And the reason I say this is because if you now go to the People magazine report, the source's quote where they said Kylie and Travis are living separately, but it works for them, that's been deleted from the article. The original article has that, but the one that's currently on People magazine's website has been edited. So I don't think we were supposed to know that they're living separately. I think the Kardashians want everyone to believe, especially with this new Hulu show coming out because Kylie is pregnant in the promo, I think they want us to believe that Kylie and Travis are stronger than ever, which I do think they do have a strong relationship. I really do believe that. But I think they want us to think that they are so strong, they're stronger than ever, and they're headed for marriage when in reality, that's not really the case. Now, getting back to my theory as to why I think Travis Scott is not ready to marry Kylie right now, aside from them not living together, I also don't think Travis is ready to commit because this guy still loves the party scene. I mean, just a few days ago, he was out with Kanye West, he was celebrating Donda 2, they went to dinner, they went to an after party, and his son is literally 7 days old. Now look, I totally understand that parents need a break. I get that. Parents are absolutely entitled to taking a little break. But do you really need a break 7 days in? I feel like the first 7 days, or at least the first 2 weeks, are like when you are in the trenches of having a newborn. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a parent. You guys know I've talked about this before, but I'm just telling you guys right now, me personally, if I gave birth 7 days ago, there is no way in absolute HE double hockey sticks that my husband would be going out and partying with his friends while I'm at home with a newborn. There's just no scenario where that would be happening. I don't care that Travis Scott is famous. I know he has to keep up appearances, but come on, he just had a baby, and the fact that he's okay to go out with Kanye after Kylie gave birth just tells me that, you know what, yes, well, he's happy to have the second child, and well, yes, he loves Stormi, and well, yes, he loves Kylie, he's just not ready for a serious commitment. And I also think, and if you know me personally, personally, you know, I say this all the time. If you or your family have to pressure someone into proposing or continually drop hints to someone that you want to be engaged, you want to get married, and that person's not budging or making any moves, that is not a good situation. I feel like pressuring someone is never the right move. And honestly, you guys, Travis Scott kind of strikes me as someone who, when he's pressured to do something, he's actually just going to go ahead and do the opposite. So I feel like Kylie and her sisters allegedly making it known to Travis that Kylie wants marriage, Kylie wants a future together, Kylie's ready for commitment. Like, I feel like if Travis Scott is constantly being pressured with this information, that's just going to push him in the opposite direction of not wanting to get married and not being ready to commit even more. So I don't know. Obviously, these are all just my personal thoughts and opinions, but overall, I just feel like the Jenners really want us all to believe this narrative that Kylie and Travis are the perfect couple. They are stronger than ever. They're headed for marriage. They're taking their difficulties in stride. They're trying to move past Astro World. They're trying to be a family. I feel like they want us to believe all of these things when in reality, well, yes, Kylie and Travis have a great relationship and they have a relationship that works for them. I just don't think it's as traditional as the Jenners want us to believe, or even that Kylie really wants. Again, I want to make it clear. I think they're happy. I think their relationship works for them. I just don't think we're going to see Kylie and Travis walk down the aisle anytime soon or have this kind of traditional looking relationship. And that's more so because of Travis and not necessarily because of Kylie. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you on Kylie and Travis. I thought I'd break up the Kanye news a little bit, so let me know all of your thoughts and feels down below. While you guys are at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that notification bell. For more content, make sure you guys follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, and of course, don't forget to keep coming back to my channel to check out my YouTube shorts. You guys can also find all of my merch over at my merch store at houseofhill.com, and on that note, I'll see you guys next time.